things because my list is too long to try to focus it down to 3. And I think some of these things are overlapping and we can do them together. And again, big thing is body cameras, so that when there is a question, we may be able to get that answer. Now, I'm saying that body cameras are not a panacea, they're not going to solve all our problems, but they will give us a look at what happened, and if we can't see it clearly, maybe we can hear it, because they'll have audio and video capabilities. But I think it's a huge factor because studies have shown people on both sides of that camera behave differently. The other thing is the use of force policy is a huge piece of this whole thing. Re-engineering how we use force and when and where we use force and what situation we use force, that's huge, and that's going to be a big centerpiece of a lot of our reforms. It's been reviewed by many, many people. It's been commented on by many, many people. I sat in on the committee and with the stakeholders, and I will tell you this, it was historic to be able to sit at the table with the Officers for Justice, the Police Officers Association, the ACLU, the Coalition on Homelessness, the Public Defender's Office, the District Attorney Office sent their blue ribbon panel folks to sit in, and all these people have had comments and ways to make that policy better in their opinions. All those were put together. They were then sent to the Police Commission and sent to the Department of Justice, collaborative review reform process folks, so that they all had a chance to look at it and make comments on it. So this is a process that's going to be historic. You are talking about a use of force policy that has been in effect for over 2 decades and has not been changed. And so now, for the first time, we're on the cusp of those changes. So those are some of the centerpieces. Those are some of the centerpieces that I'm going to be working on during my tenure here. And again, I can't focus on how long that is. I just got to make good on the time that I do have to do this job. And I promise you I'm going to do that with reaching out again, as I said earlier, to everybody, bringing them back to the center so that we have input from everybody. I don't think this process can be done by just one entity. You cannot just have the police department's opinion. You can't just have the public's opinion. You have to have all opinions brought into this, all stakeholders from all over San Francisco. And that's why the use of force policy is taking so long, because we have so many people putting in their input into this thing, and we want to get it right. Because once it's a done deal, you know, who knows if it's going to last another 2+ decades. So we want to make sure we get it right, and we will get it right. We have a lot of folks that are sitting at the table doing this, and like I said, these are folks that represent you, represent the community. The ACLU, who, you know, quite frankly, have a huge hand in why I'm sitting here today. You know, and we have a lot of folks that are sitting at that table making these decisions and helping us get to a final policy that we can push out to folks and make sure that tragedies in the communities are lessened and the